Section 1.3, Rational Numbers. A rational number is a fraction or terminating decimal. A terminating decimal means that it is not a repeating decimal, it has an end. Fraction vocabulary. Simplest form, the numerator and denominator have no common factors other than 1. Numerator, top number in the fraction. Denominator, bottom number in the fraction. Reciprocal, numerator and denominator switch. Multiplying and dividing rational numbers. 3/8 times 12/17. The first thing we're going to do is reduce diagonally. 3 and 17 have no common factors. We cannot reduce there. 8 and 12. 4 divides evenly into both of those. 4 goes into 8 2 times and into 12 3 times. So 3/2 times 3/17. Going to multiply straight across. 9/34. -7/12 times 9/14. Again, our first step is to reduce diagonally. -1 and 2. 3 divides evenly into 9 and 12. 3 times into 9. 4 times into 12. Multiply straight across. -3/8. Dividing rational numbers. 3/10 divided by -18/25. We need to leave the first fraction alone, change the division to multiplication, and make the second fraction its reciprocal. So 3/10 times 25 over -18. Again, reduce diagonally. 1/2 times 5 over -6. Multiply straight across. 5 over -12. -3/8 divided by -5/12. Leave the first fraction alone, so it's -3/8 times 12 over -5. 3 and 5 we cannot reduce. 8 and 12. 4 divides into 8 2 times and into 12 3 times. -3 over 2 times 3 over -5. +9/10. Multiplying and dividing rational numbers. Okay, -5.44 times 3.8. We are going to ignore the decimal points. Just line up your numbers. 5.44, 3.8, and we're going to multiply. 4 times 8 is 32. Carry that 3. 4 times 8 is 32, plus the 3 is 35. 5 times 8 is 40, plus 3 is 43. We're going to put a 0 under the 2 because this time we're multiplying in the tenths place. 4 times 3 is 12. Carry the 1. 4 times 3, 12 plus 1 is 13. 5 times 3 is 15, plus 1 is 16. I'm going to go ahead and add. And now to determine where the decimal point goes. In the original problem, there were 3 digits behind the decimal point. So in our answer, there need to be 3 digits behind the decimal point. And then go back and check your signs. The answer is -20.672. Dividing rational numbers. -0.394 divided by 1.7. We need to make sure we are dividing by a whole number, so we cannot divide by 1.7. We need to move the decimal point over on the outside Move it over on the inside and pop it straight up. And now we're dividing by 17. So we don't constantly need to be thinking about multiples of 17. We'll make a list. 17, 34, 51, 68, 85, 102, 119. 17 divides into 39 2 times. 2 times 17 is 34. We're going to subtract. 17 times 3 is 51. 17 divides into 30 1 time. And 17 divides into 137 times. We'll stop that long division there. Our answer, a negative divided by a positive, is a negative 0.2317. Adding and subtracting rational numbers. Negative 5/6 plus 3/10. We need to get common denominators. The smallest number that 6 and 10 both multiply to is 30. So we're going to multiply our fraction on the left by 5 over 5 and our fraction on the right by 3 over 3. Negative 25/30 plus 9/30. The signs are different, so we do need to subtract those numbers. Negative 16/30, and now we need to reduce. Divide both the 16 and the 30 by 2. Negative 8 over 15. Negative 3/4 plus 1/6 minus 5/8. 4, 6, and 8 all multiply evenly into 24. So we're going to multiply our first fraction by 6 over 6, our second fraction by 4 over 4, and our third fraction by 3 over 3. We're also going to change the subtraction to addition and change the sign of our second number in our third fraction. Multiplying by 6 over 6, 4 over 4, and 3 over 3. Our new problem is negative 18 over 24 plus 4 over 24 plus negative 15 over 24. Negative 18 plus 4 is negative 14 over 24 plus negative 15 over 24. Signs are the same, so we add the numbers. Negative 29 over 24. Adding and subtracting decimals. Negative 114.039 plus 84.76. We do need to remember our operation rules for signed numbers, and in this case the signs are different, so we do need to subtract. I'm going to add a 0 after that 6, just so we have our numbers lined up. 9 minus 0 is 9. We need to regroup here. Looking back at our original problem for the sign of our answer is negative 29.279. We're going to rewrite negative 3.8 minus 7.4. It's negative 3.8 plus negative 7.4. Signs are the same, so we're going to add our numbers. 7.4 plus 3.8. 12, carry the 1. 3 and 7 and 1 is 11. And looking back to our problem, our answer is negative 11.2.